My mom says it's the single creepiest thing that's ever happened to her, and I have no memory of it happening.
Yeah, screw that.
Number 3.
Oh, God!
My daughter was...
Hey, howdy, hey, y'all. It's your host, Ovi Thieverus, or Ovi for short. And here we are with the third reaction of the night. This is all same night. I'm recording back to back. Everything will be edited tomorrow. Here's one I came across that looks interesting to me. I skipped ahead, skipped every 10 seconds or so to see what I'm getting into. These are all still shots. I have not seen all of them, obviously. I haven't even heard the first one, which is number 15 here. But I know what video I'm getting myself into. I should be able to leave the hammer down here this time. So this one is Top 15 Scariest Things Kids Have Said. This is by Top 15s. I'm already subscribed to them. Before I made this YouTube channel, I've seen a few of their vids before. I almost said bids. My phone just had to do it again. My phone just had to do it again. Before I created this channel, I had already seen Top 15's, channel. I already knew about their channel. I've seen a few of their vids already. This one, I wanted to watch with y'all. Top 15 Scariest Things Kids Have Said. 3.77 million subscribers. Very nice. I'm already subscribed, so all it is a matter of liking the vid, which I'm going to do afterwards. Assuming this is good, which I'm very certain it is, because their other vids were good too. So this should be good. So without further ado, we're going to get into this video now. This will be the last one of the night. Tomorrow I'll be editing a lot, so I got work to do. Then again, I like editing, so does it really work? Alright, Top 15 Scariest Things Kids Have Said by Top 15s. Let's get this whole town shaken. Link in the description to the original video.
Number 15. I wake up to find my 3-year-old standing by the...
That voice. First of all, let's stop there. That voice. Oh boy.
Number 15. I wake up to find my 3-year-old standing by the bed, staring at me, inches from me with a huge grin on his face. He just stares and grins. What?
One more thing. I'm sorry. I know I keep pausing. Don't you just love how we're greeted with, on screen, we're greeted with some kid in a Batman costume holding a steak knife. That's all y'all gotta know. That's how y'all know this is gonna be bad. And by bad, I mean good video, but this is gonna be scary. This is already gonna be scary. There shouldn't be any jump scares though, hopefully.
From me with a huge grin on his face. He just stares and grins. What are you doing? I finally say. Nothing. Still grinning. At this point, I realize he's got his hand behind his back. Are you holding something? No. I look away. He's hiding our largest carving knife behind his back. Number 14.
Wow. So that was the reason you had that image as number 15, the still shot. That's the reason you have that still shot. It's all coming full circle. It's all coming full circle now. I get it. Yeah. Okay, here's what I would do, y'all, if it was me, after that happened. Pay attention now. This is what I'm going to do. I'm getting rid of the house. Don't ask why. I'm getting rid of the carving knife. And getting rid of the kid. Screw him too. Sorry. You're literally about to threaten me with a knife. Oh, no you don't. Oh, no you don't. I think he said the parent or whoever turned their back. You know they got something behind their back and you turned your back to them. Is that what I heard? I'm not going to go back, but is that what I heard? You just made the biggest mistake of your life. When they said stab you in the back, they were not kidding.
He's hiding our largest carving knife behind his back. Number 14. My 3-year-old nephew was at my cottage. He asked me numerous times about the girl over there, while pointing at one of the back bedrooms. The place is small, and there's definitely
Kids and animals. Kids and animals are most attuned to paranormal stuff. This is why when your kid is talking about some stuff that should not be happening in the house, some paranormal stuff, or your pets are going crazy or acting weird or like they're like checking stuff out, you need to listen. Don't dismiss it. Listen.
while pointing at one of the back bedrooms. The place is small, and there's definitely no one there, so I just dismiss it as a really active imagination. Then some friends are visiting, and they have a daughter around the same age. She has never met my nephew. Twice in one day she asked about the pretty girl, while pointing at the exact same room. Definitely caught me out, and I didn't know what to think. Then at Christmas, my family was over at my place, and my nephew points at a picture of my wife and asks if she's coming to visit us here, or does she just stay at the cottage. My wife died 10 years ago. Number 13. So
All right. This is what we're in for. Okay. Well, now I really know what I'm getting myself into. Still shots can still scare you, boy. Get rid of that cabin. If he said that it was a cabin that she's at, get rid of that. Burn it to the ground. Be done with it. Be done with it. That is so cursed. That's like some Victorian era exorcist crap.
Number 13. So a friend of mine was 6 years old when she told her mother that the lady who used to live here told me that she hates the wallpaper and that you're covering her note. My friend's mom just thought it was make-believe rambling and forgot about it. Well, 12 years later, when the mom is redecorating and taking down the wallpaper in the attic, she finds a suicide note scratched into the wall. The friend's mom freaks the out and calls my friend and starts asking if she remembered anything more about the woman who spoke to her. My friend starts to recall the woman and starts to freak out, saying she only remembered talking to her in the attic. Number 12.
Oh God. Oh God. Once the story really sets in, it's over. Yeah, that's bad. Oh my God. Guys, I'm going to try and get through the rest of this, but we only got 12 more.
Number 12. A friend of mine and her husband bought what is considered an old house around here, Western Canada. Not many houses over 100 years old. They were renovating the basement one day while I was visiting. I was down there alone with their son, who's barely 2 at the time and could not speak in full sentences. He took my hand and led me over to a brick chimney-like thing with a rusty metal door on it. He looked up and said, "That's where dead babies go." I was horrified. Firstly, because, like I said, the kid could barely talk, let alone say something like that. I doubt he even knew what dead meant. I'm positive that no one would have told him that, and there were no older kids around that would have said that as a joke. Still creeps me out to this day. Number 11.
Once again, getting rid of the house, getting rid of that chimney, get rid of the kid, because if there's no other kids teaching your kid that, where did your kid learn that from? Makes me wonder, where did you learn that? That's where dead babies go, huh? Yeah, you're gonna be that's where dead babies going out the house. Honestly, I'm joking with y'all. I really hope y'all know that I'm joking about the whole kick the kid out of the house thing. But seriously, oh no. Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that today. No, what you're going to do is Show me who taught you to say that. That's what you're doing. Show me who taught you to say that.
Number 11. My brother grew up being terrified of water. I'm 4 years older than him, and during the nightly battle for bath time when he was about 3 or 4, I asked him why he's so scared of water. Being a water baby, as my mom put it, I just don't understand. He looked at me, and I remembered this word for word. I was on a big unsinkable ship. We hit the biggest iceberg, and then it was really busy, and then I got really cold and wet. I went to a warm, bright place and waited until my next family came. My mom heard it and decided bath time was over. The creepy thing is that my brother was born on April 15th, 1992. The Titanic sunk April 15th, 1912.
That honestly sounded like it wasn't going to be all that bad until it was. Oh, yeah, that's actually kind of scary. Yeah, I'm also kind of a firm believer in like living multiple lives, like living past lives and when I like having past lives. I'm sort of a believer in that. That is more of a confirmation to me that that's kind of true. And it's okay. I'm terrified of water too. I can still take showers and baths and I can swim in pools. You won't see me go in the ocean, lakes, rivers. You won't see me swimming in those. Nope, nope, and nope.
Number 10. When I was about 4, I would remember talking to Mr. Peterson whenever I was at my grandmother's house. He looked like a hobo from the Great Depression and had a guitar and sang the old-timey blues. He told me that he died when he fell off a train he was riding while drunk on moonshine. I stopped seeing him when I was about 6. Anyway, 6 months ago.
Y'all are not going to believe what just freaked me out. How is it that my own hair scared the crap out of me? My own hair scared the living bejesus out of me. How is that even possible? Anyone with long hair that goes past their peripheral vision, has that ever happened to y'all? Where you're just like sitting there doing something and you see something out of the corner of your eye and you freak out and it's your hair. I'm not embarrassed if that's what y'all are asking. I don't feel embarrassment, nor do I feel shame very easily. That was not embarrassing. It's just like, I can't believe that just happened. And don't worry, I am listening. I know y'all see me like turning up to the background music and whatnot. It's pretty catchy actually. But I am listening to these. Mr. Peterson looks like a hobo from the Great Depression, has a guitar, sings old-timey blues. And I think he said died while drinking moonshine or something. So yeah, I'm listening. I can see y'all right now. Y'all are just like, Ovi, come on now. You got scared by your own hair. Come on. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. So my mom has scared me twice. My phone has scared me twice. And my hair just scared me once. Wow, what a night. This is going to be fun to edit.
He told me that he died when he fell off a train he was riding while drunk on moonshine.
Fell off a train while drinking moonshine. I got the moonshine part right there.
I stopped seeing him when I was about 6. Anyway, 6 months ago, I found my dad's old acoustic guitar and started playing, and my little cousin told me, "Mr. Peterson is proud of you," and then left. I don't know what to think. Number 9.
Time out. Time out. Did he say the little cousin said... So you're saying the little cousin, they saw this Mr. Peterson guy too. They saw this guy too. Whoever Mr. Peterson is, the little cousin saw him too. With a, Mr. Peterson is proud of you. This is all wrong.
Number 9. While changing my daughter in front of the open closet door, She kept looking around me and laughing. I asked her what was so funny. She said, "The man." To which I replied, "What man?" She then pointed at the closet and said, "The man with the snake neck." I turned around and nothing was there. I'm afraid to look into the history of my house to see if anyone hung themselves in that closet. At least she wasn't scared. Number 8. My kid's
Jeez! Oh, God! What the hell do you mean at least she wasn't scared? What do you mean she wasn't scared? If she's not scared, now I'm going to be the one I worry about. I'm no longer worried about her because she ain't scared. I'm worrying about me now. Okay, you know what? No. That's it. That is so it. Oh, screw that. I'm done with that phone crap. Done. Done. I'm looking into the history of my house to see if somebody's hung themselves. And regardless of whether they did or they didn't, I'm moving anyway. Why? Because if somebody hung themselves, that's already reason enough to move. If nobody has, and she's seeing someone in my closet, oh no. No. Not happening.
My kid's Catholic school is over 100 years old. There is a basement under the gym that's used for storage. I was subbing once, and during recess, one of the kickballs goes down the stairs. A little girl was standing at the top of the stairs yelling, "Just throw it up to me." I went over and asked who she was talking to, and she replied, "That big man down the stairs." I went down and nobody was there, and it was the only way in. I asked some of the other kids if they have seen the man before, and they said, "Yes, but sister told us not to talk to him." I asked them to describe sister, and they described a nun, and there haven't been nuns at the school in 40 years. Number 7. When
Oh my God, come on. Come on. Why must you do this to me? I've never been to Catholic school. My folks did. My ma did and my late pa did. They both did go to Catholic school. They got stories about that place, I'm sure. I might host a story time. You never know. But I know the nuns there are brutal. I'm not going to say what they would do, but I'll leave that for Ma to talk about. But I heard the nuns there were brutal. Yeah, screw that.
Number 7.
But this crap.
When my son was little, maybe 3, he used to do this weird crawl where he would slide his forehead along the floor. That was pretty creepy in itself.
I immediately got chills when I heard that. I immediately got chills. I'm taking a headphone off, y'all. I don't know, something don't feel right. Something really doesn't feel right now. Something don't feel right.
Then one night, he crawled across the hallway into my room like that and stood up a few inches from my face and made a weird meow sound. He got into bed with me and went to sleep. Another time, he was freaking.
That's some Joe on the Grudge type crap. The kid who meows? Mm-mm. Not happening in my house.
He got into bed with me and went to sleep. Another time, he was freaking out about a monster in the basement, so we went down and saw nothing, of course. As I turned out the light and headed upstairs, he said, "He's behind us now." I might have peed a little. Possibly the creepiest thing he did was one day I scolded him for misbehaving, so he hid his head under his blanket. I pretended I couldn't find him by saying, "Where is my little Carson?" He slowly lowered the blanket and with a dead evil stare said, "Carson is gone. I am Rick. I'm certain he's possessed." We never knew any Ricks as far as I can remember. Still don't. Never figured out where he picked up that name.
that was probably the worst, like the most scariest. When I say the worst, I mean the scariest. That was probably the worst of them for me. I don't know. He's going through describing this. The whole thing just didn't feel right. It is nighttime. 9:24. I gotta go to sleep sometime. This is gonna be one hell of a night, y'all. Yeah. This is gonna be one hell of a night for me. Trying to go to sleep like this. I swear to God, I'm gonna watch like a crap ton of cat videos after this is over. Ugh.
Number 6. Okay, backstory time. When I was a kid, Mr. Rand used to come into my room 4 or 5 times a week. He'd talk to me and tell me stuff and how he was killed in World War II. See, Mr. Rand was a figment of my 4-year-old imagination. Anyway, one day I was 9 or so, Mr. Rand stopped showing up. Fast forward to about 3 years ago, and my son, who is 5 at the time, walks out of his room one night at about 11:30 and says there's a man in the room. Fast forward to about 3 years ago, and my son, who is about 5 at the time, walks out of his room one night at about 11:30 and says there's a man in his room. I flip out and run to his room to find nobody, to which he says, Mr. Rand says you can't see him anymore, but he's okay. Number 5. I'm not a parent myself.
Wow. That was probably the most mild of them so far. But still, again, this kid is seeing the same thing that you are seeing years later. Wow. Pass it down. Pass it down. That's apparently where we're going with this.
Number 5. I'm not a parent myself, but a friend of mine has a 4-year-old son who lives with his mother. One time, he would have been nearly 4. Another of the mother's housemates had a litter of puppies and was...
Oh, sorry, I can't with that. Another of the mother. That's already a rap in itself, y'all. Just find a bunch of words that rhymes with mother, and you got a rap song right there. Another of the mother. And just keep rhyming words with that. Keep going. Even outlandish $5 words. Rhyme them all. Rhyme them all. You got yourself a record deal.
Housemates had a litter of puppies and was in the process of trying to find homes for them. The kid put one of them in the front loader washing machine with some laundry and managed to set it on the spin cycle, then went back into his room across the laundry to play. My friend, the kid's dad, was visiting at the time and heard the machine going. He went to investigate, then saw the puppy and realized what had happened. He figured that the kid just didn't know what he was doing and quickly
horrible.
removed the dead puppy to spare his son being traumatized.
That is
The kid
horrible.
saw his dad walk past the doorway, went to check the washing machine, and then asked him, "Where is the dead puppy, Daddy?" Number 4. My mom's...
Oh, ay. That was a bigger plot twist. So basically, the kid knew what they were doing. Is what it is. The kid knew what they were doing, and they didn't even care. Wow, that's horrible. All right. So that's awful. That's not scary though. That's awful. But still, how do you know what dead things are, little kid? How do you know what dead things are? And how did you know to do that? Who taught you that? Who taught you that?
Number 4. My mom's dad died 10 years before I was born. I was about 6 or 7 when my parents divorced. The day before my mom told me they were divorcing, apparently I was at the kitchen table drawing or something while my mom cooked tea. She said I stopped instantly and looked toward the front door as if I'd heard something. I stared for a long time, then giggled, turned towards my mom and said, "Granddad says don't worry, everything will be okay and he won't let anything bad happen." I then began humming and went back to my drawing.
Okay, guys, I'm going to teach y'all a little something about me. I'm going to teach y'all a little something. I'm going to make a story time for y'all about this. Okay, so I have this, I call it my sixth sense. So basically when I feel like something, it doesn't feel right, like something's wrong. I call it the ear perk trick. It's called the ear perk trick, and it's just what it sounds like. So when something doesn't feel right, or like I really feel like I'm freaking myself out, my ears, like the ends of my ears, feel like they're raising up. You know how deer, like when deer are out in the forest or whatever, and they're like doing whatever deers do. I don't know what deer do. I'm a human, I ain't a deer. And they hear something and they stop and their ears perk up and they stand there and they look around, their ears are standing on ends. That's what it feels like. I can feel my ears perking up and it lets me know something's either wrong or I'm freaking myself out really bad. Every single little noise I'm hearing sounds like a ghost trying to maul my ass.
My mom says it's the single creepiest thing that's ever happened to her, and I have no memory of it happening.
Yeah, screw that.
Number 3.
Oh, God!
My daughter was 3.
Oh my God. I need a minute, y'all. I really need a minute, y'all. Oh my God. For a split second, I felt my soul leave my body, and I kind of slightly banged my leg on my bed frame. Oh my God, I don't even know if I can bend my knee. I don't even think I can bend it. But I'm gonna try anyway. Oh God. Oh, that didn't feel good. Yeah, that was about it. That was about it for me. We're gonna probably finish number 3 and then we're done. We are done. Y'all can watch the last 2 on the original channel. We're coming up on the end here. This right here is probably the worst thing I've ever seen in these still frames. This trumps the nun, the kid with the jacked up face, the what else was there? The Victorian era chick with the eye holes and the sharp pointed teeth. This just topped all that. Oh, we are so done. We are so done. It felt like my soul left my body. We are so done here. Number 3, y'all, and then we're done. Y'all can watch the last 2 on the original video.
Number 3. When my daughter was 3, one day she said to me,
I can't look at this, y'all. I can't. I'm so sorry. I can't look at that, y'all. Y'all with editing nowadays are getting crazy.
Number 3. When my daughter was 3, one day she said to me, "Don't you remember, Mommy? Before,
Nice rhyming.
when you were the daughter and I was the mother, they came and chopped all our heads off. Chop, 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 chop. The whole village." She made vicious chopping motions every time she said the word chop. I was so taken aback, all I could think to say was, "Fortunately, sweetheart, I don't remember the head chopping." Her response was, "Well, it happened, and I remember it really well." Number 2.
Oh!
Said to me,
Come on! Come on! Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing no more. Y'all, we're done. I should not have turned my head. Matter of fact, we're going back to number 15. You know what? No, we're going to go back to... This is probably the least scariest thing I'm looking at right now. We're done here, y'all. We are done. We're done. I'm done. I've done too much. 3 scary videos y'all are getting. 3. I am so done. I'm done. Top 15s. I'm going to like your video because this did a good job of scaring the hell out of me. Number 3, the still shot for number 3 was the worst one. And as far as the second worst, I would have to make a tie between, where is it? between number 13 and number 2. Number 1 is just a telephone. I think that's a telephone. Yeah, it's a telephone. Okay, so that one right there, the third one, I'm not going to look at it, was the scariest, still shot-wise. Number 13 and number 2 tie in my mind for the second scariest. We are so done. I am so done. Top 15s. Great job. Did I like you guys already? I did. I liked your vids. And I'm already subscribed. Guys, we're skipping the last 2. If you want to see the last 2, go to the description down below. There will be a link down there. You can watch the last 2. Listen to the last 2 yourselves. I'm not doing no more of this. I have run my sands dry for the night. And I still got to edit this tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a little bit less worse during editing. But we're done. Subscribe to Top 15s. Link in the description down below. Leads to the original video. From there, you can get the Top 15s channel. Subscribe to them. Like their vids. Comment positive things. Share them. All that good stuff. Because their vids are good. Don't get me wrong. Their vids are very good. I know I'm freaking out and I'm getting scared over here and whatnot. But their vids are legit good. This is good quality stuff. But yeah, I'm done. It's so good quality that I'm done. I'm done. If you enjoyed my reaction, then make sure you comment, like, and share this vid to all your friends all across the globe. Subscribe and become. I'm making up words now. Subscribe and become part of the Overraptor clan. And with that being said, we're done. I'm out of here. I'm going to have to find a way to sleep tonight. I'm so done. I'm watching like I'm gonna watch like a bunch of Vine, like old Vine videos on YouTube, a bunch of cat videos, dog videos, all those cutesy type of videos to get my mind off this. Editing will come tomorrow. OV out.